Hi, guys and gals. Al Smith here. This brief video is about Bridge Master Level 1, Hand A1. And we've titled this one Promotion by Opponent. Just as a quick reminder, you should do this on every hand. We'll go through this process while we discuss the hand. Okay, we're going to Bridge Base and Bridge Master. We're selecting level 1, the first hand. Okay. All right. Let's review the auction. North opened one diamond and South bid two no trump, showing opening points, and the North bid three no trump. We can't derive any additional information from this hand because the opponents didn't bid anything. So we're going to progress. We're going to look at the opening lead. The lead is the 10 of spades. All right, what we're going to assume here is that they're leading from the top of an honor. Okay, that would make sense instead of a low card, like the five or six, which might be fourth from the longest and strongest. So we're going to assume that West has the 10, 9, and 8, and that East probably has the ace of king. Now, that may not be true, but that's the assumption we're going to make. Now, let's count our quick tricks. Well, we have two quick tricks in hearts, four quick tricks in clubs, that total of six, and two in diamonds. That gives us eight. Our contract is three no trump. So, we need nine tricks. We need to develop a trick. Now let's take a look at what just happened. The opponent led the 10 of spades. Now, they did us a huge favor because we've got the queen four in the dummy and we have the jack three, two in Declare's hand. So between the queen and the jack, because the queen is protected, we can now play an opponent promotion play. Okay, the opponents are actually promoting a trick for us because we can play the four. The East can either take the ace or the king. If they don't, we win the trick with the jack. If they take the ace or king and then lead it back, we have the jack three protected, and we can play low, and they can either take the remaining ace or king, or let us take the trick with the queen, in which case that establishes our ninth trick. Okay, once we've got the ninth trick, is there a potential to develop another trick? Well, let's take a look at that. Yeah, there's a very, very remote chance if we could develop a third trick in diamonds, but the probability of that is extremely low. So once we get that spade trick established, what we're going to do is we're going to take our tricks and run. If we could accidentally get a diamond trick at the very end, we'll do so, but very doubtful. So what we're going to do is play the four spades and East plays the ace. We're going to play low. Now, as soon as we play that, the only outstanding higher card in spades is the king. So by playing low, they can either take the king, which they do not in this case. We have just taken our ninth trick. So we've got one for the spades, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine tricks. We're going to take those nine tricks and go from there. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, what we want to do is we're going to take these clubs first. Why are we going to take the clubs first? Well, because we have eight of them. That means that they've got three and two on the fourth one, third one. Somebody's going to have to discard something. And on the fourth one, both of them are going to have to discard. Now, where do we want to end up? Do we want to end up in the south, the declares hand, or the north, the dummy's hand? Well, in this case, it really doesn't matter. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and we're going to take these and see what happens. Okay. Okay, so now by paying attention, we know that the clubs were distributed 4-4-4-1. Okay. West only had one club. It's discarding a heart. All right. So that really doesn't help us because even with the 3-3, the heart really doesn't buy us anything in terms of shortening anything. But we note that the one heart has been uh, uh, discarded. Got a second heart. Now, 2 + 6, that's 8. That's 9. Okay, we've got 9 hearts. 3 have been discarded. We've got 3. That's 3. Now, there's a possibility, a remote possibility that they're split 2-2 now. Okay, so instead of taking the diamond tricks, what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 heart tricks and hope that they're split 2-2. That way, if they are, we will maximize our tricks by taking an extra trick. So we've got both followed suit. It's looking good so far. There's a Jack Queen are still outstanding. There's a Jack. Nope. Okay, we know East has got the queen. Okay, so they've got at least they've got one heart trick. We know there's several spade tricks outstanding. So what we're going to do is now is we're going to take the king of diamonds. He threw away a diamond. Okay, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No way that we're going to get any tricks because the best they can do is split 2-1. All right, so we've got our 9 tricks. We're not going to get any more. Said we made the contract. Now, let's just review really what's important about this hand. It's called promotion by opponent. Okay, if we weren't fortunate and the opponents didn't lead a spade, we'd have a really difficult time making this hand because ultimately we would probably have to lead the spade and they would duck. And ultimately, they would, if we, given where the cards are, we'd play the queen, it'd be overtaken by the ace. Ultimately, we'd have to lead the spades again. We'd end up losing 2 or 3 spades. Now, even if they didn't lead a spade, our hope, the only possibility we would have of making this contract is if the ace king of spades were in East's hand. If they were in East's hand, we could lead a spade through East. If they didn't take the ace or king, we could play the jack and we could potentially take a trick. Now, what we would also try to do if they didn't lead a spade is we'd try to manipulate the opponents into leading the spades later in the hand for us because we do not want to lead those spades. We want the opponents to promote a trick for us because if we have to lead spades, we're probably going to lose 2, maybe even 3 spades. So they did us a great favor by leading the spades. We took advantage of it. If they didn't lead the spades, we would try to manipulate the defenders into in the latter part of the hand to lead the spades so that they could promote a trick for us. If we can't do it for ourselves, we try to get our opponents to do it for us. So that ends this particular lesson. Hopefully that helps you out. But remember that get the opponents to help you to develop tricks for you. You don't have to do it all by yourself.